Hello and welcome to all the ghouls and vampires out there. I'm Joe here from East Stan.
Hello and greetings.
And today we continue our Halloween 4 podcast. This time with just a brief analysis of the scene where Jamie's adoptive mother rushes in to find Jamie crying in the closet. Which, it's, yeah, okay. But how many kids would really hide in the closet is the question. But when you've got no other place to hide from Michael Myers, I guess it'll do. That said, the mother comforts Jamie, and it's interesting that it's her doing it because, later she's scissored to death by Jamie, because why not? The thing is, though, that's pretty much her reaching out to Jamie, and it is interesting that the father then takes Jamie up into his arms to take her away, being worried for her. So, yeah, you could look at the scene as a metaphor for the fact that the mother's not always going to be there, but the father is still going to be there afterwards. But that'd be reading almost too much into it. Because the trouble is, after this movie, very stupid decisions were made to retcon parts of it out. And I say very stupid decisions because it was very stupid to retcon out the ending. The ending is the best part of this movie. Well, this is a really good movie, but like the ending is just the best part.
It was proper sequel baiting.
Yeah. The idea of Jamie becoming the new shape works better than, say, Tommy becoming the new Jason Voorhees. It works better here for some reason. It clicks. And there's just something horrifying about an innocent little girl becoming as evil as Michael Myers. Because, no offense, little girls are typically more symbolically images of purity and innocence.
It's like corrupting Lucy Pevensie.
Yeah, you can't fathom it. It's too horrible to think about. But here's the thing, it kind of happens in this film. That aside, Jamie is taken away by Daddy, and Mummy and Daddy are obviously not going to leave her alone for the night because she just screamed bloody murder and was sobbing like a baby in her closet. We then get in the next scene something worth crying about. Everyday life. Dun, dun, dun. Actually, the father is very obviously stressed. He accidentally dips his cravat, his tie, in his coffee, gets angry, cusses a little, and proceeds to demand from his wife where his other tie is. She, of course, tells him, okay, it's right over there, and he goes looking, only to find the wrong one, complain, and she's on the phone.
She's on a phone. There's a kettle
blasting off. Basically, she's basically managing the entire house, and it's really, this is a scene where I think it does play to the importance of mothers and of this particular mother, because she is very obviously the ultimate matriarch archetype, at least in terms of 80s horror film, in that she's got everything under control. Her husband and her daughter don't. But if this family were to lose this mom, they'd fall apart. And so I find that in hindsight, it's building up to what's going to happen later. Because this family depends on her. She's the linchpin that keeps it all together.
At the end of the day, people don't think about this.
Like about the necktie and the thing with the daughters. But, well, we're basically film critics at this point here on YouTube. Yay. And so we have to, we watch so many movies on all of our different channels and so many TV shows. We're basically just used to going scene by scene and just tearing it apart. So, yeah, if you enjoy that, subscribe for more. Anyways, and also subscribe on our other channels. They're great. But the thing is, she's micromanaging her husband in a way who's barely able to keep it together. And her daughter, whom is very, very hung over this one guy, I think that's the phrase in English. Well, she's basically really into this one guy called Brady. And she's on a diet, which she really doesn't need one. But she's under the belief she needs one and claims that she might turn into an oinker if she eats more than what she wants to eat. And her mom scolds her, telling her, "You're going to eat more than that." Her mother is very clearly disapproving of her daughter's folly regarding a diet, because when you're that skinny, you don't need a diet, honey. You actually need to eat a bit more.
And some girls at this point who say I need a diet, and they're in such shape, they don't realize that they need to at least eat a certain amount to make sure that their body can function.
Yeah.
And then dieting needs to be combined with proper exercise, and
It's about eating proper foods. It's not about eating less foods. It's about eating healthier. And so we see here that she's just not thinking of fruit. But we see in this scene something that Laurie did not have, a vulnerability. Laurie was not a very fleshed out character in the first movie. You didn't get a sense that she worried about things like boys outside of Ben Tramer and C Cinema Snob's entire series of different clips and videos all about the importance of Ben Tramer to the entire Halloween universe.
I mean, we can't imagine Halloween without Ben Tramer.
I know, right? But anyways, the no wonder people have memed the heck out of that. But this daughter, we see she worries greatly about boys. She stresses out about her social life. She's got a certain image of herself that it doesn't fit with the reality in a way. She's, in a word, insecure. She's a regular girl in a lot of ways, but she's also fiercer than Laurie. And so this is a case where Rachel just, honestly, she's such a great character. She's easily probably in my top 10 favorite screen queen characters of the 80s, because maybe even top 5 or top 3. She's very well fleshed out. She's got a hair trigger temper, and so her flaws often lead her into more trouble, but on the other hand, her goodness honestly always shines through. Elia Cornell was a perfect actress to pitch into this role, and I deep down think that in a sequel they should not have killed her off in such a throwaway way as they did in Halloween 5, but rather they should have made her the new Loomis and set up her younger sister, Jamie, as the foil, so that we'd have her as a Loomis type and a new shape. And so the battle is passed down to a new generation. And yeah, that's what I think should have been done. But tell me what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button as though you were Michael taking down one of his many, many victims.